Hi everyone, I'm Jelsy. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you're new, I'd like to welcome you. Today I'm going to be doing the TV series tag questions, the Chosen edition. So that means I'm going to be answering some questions and I'll be answering them thinking about the Chosen. Before I continue, I want to remind you to subscribe to this channel and also hit the like button and hit the notification bell. If you click on that, it will notify you when I upload a new video. Also, I would invite you to follow me on Twitter as iam_Jelsy and follow me on Instagram at iamJelsy videos. Let's get right into it. First question, who is your favorite character? Okay, this is like extremely hard. Thinking about the Chosen and choosing a favorite character because all of them bring something so unique and cool, you know. So Philip, I love the wisdom that he brings because, you know, he has a bit more experience, but I just love the things that he says. Yeah, I just love Philip. I have to say Simon, his character is so intriguing, and also Matthew is in the group, but he is in a tricky position, you know, with the other disciples. So we'll see how that goes, but I really loved how Paris Patel, who plays Matthew, how he has developed that character. I said 3, right? I'll sneak Quintus in there because he, even though he's kind of like the villain, but he's just so great and you just love to not like him. What's your favorite episode? Okay, so this is all these questions I'm going to be answering thinking about season 1 and 2. So it makes it even harder. But I have to say, okay, top 3. I love episode 3 of season 2, and just everything about this episode is just so good. From that first one shot till the disciples sitting around the fire, and I love those scenes. I've mentioned this before, but I love those scenes where they're just sitting down and talking, and we as an audience get to know them and get to know their perspective and see how they interact with each other. And that's an explosive scene because it starts out in this really like game conversation, and then it just gets really serious. And then when Jesus comes in and the disciples kind of like had lost perspective and seeing Jesus come in, and they're like reminded of, wait, this is why we're here and doing what we're doing. And then Mother Mary comes in, and it's just such an amazing episode from start to finish. I really loved episode 5 of season 1, the Wedding at Cana episode. That was so fun. And we get to see Jesus in this scenario. It's kind of like a reminder of, oh, right, Jesus loved to have fun and loves fun. So that's like a visual reminder of that, like, oh, right. And we meet Thomas and Rama in this episode. And number 3, it's a tie between episode 6 from season 2, Matthew and Simon on looking for Mary Magdalene, and it's just so powerful. And again, it's just full of reminders for us. I actually saw that episode at NRB. I think that adds to it being so special. And also episode 1 of season 2. I mean, just with that beginning of that episode where we flash forward to the future and see the disciples, like my mind was blown. I have actually a video about that episode. I'll be linking that in the description, but I was just in shock. What's your favorite season? So of course, naturally, this is also really hard. I love season 1 and just what it means and everything that happened in it. But right now I'm gonna say season 2. This may change. New characters were added to the show who I really enjoy watching, and Jesus officially, you know, begins his ministry, and we get to know more of the disciples and see more of that dynamic. What's your favorite relationship? In this question, it can be, you know, a couple relationship, sibling, friendship, all that. I'm gonna say that my favorite relationship is the sibling relationships, Andrew and Simon. Like, I love seeing that relationship because they have different ways of seeing the world. but they kind of like balance each other out, and I love their scenes together. And also we have Big James and John, who are siblings as well. They're all brothers and sisters, really, so it's interesting to see those dynamics. But you guys know I love Simon and Eden. Of course, I have to give them a shout out and say that they're like one of my favorite relationships to watch. How long have you watched? Maybe Christmas time 2019, so I think a year and a half. Yeah. How did you become interested? So I've heard people say this, and it actually happened to me. I had seen some things on social media, so I kind of knew the name of it, and then I saw a family member post an Insta story of how they were watching that show, and I was like, oh right, I need to check that out. So I Googled how to watch the show, and it said to download the app. So I downloaded the app and started watching, and I just dove in head first, and that was it. If you could be anyone on the show, who would you be? I love Tamar, just her faith, and she's strong, and she really wants to like learn more, and I just love that character. So it's a tie between Tamar and Eden. Also, Eden is very strong, and she knows what she believes in, and she's confident in that, and she loves her family, and she would do anything for them, and she's very dedicated. There's a great representation of strong women on the show. So that was the TV series tag. If you haven't watched The Chosen, I'll link below some info about it and how you can watch the show. Yeah, The Chosen is a multi-season show about Jesus, and it's through the perspective of those that were around him. And so it's a different perspective on this story, which I love, and it's so human and real. It's fun and it's funny, which I appreciate that so much. As I mentioned, you can download the Chosen app. It's free. You can watch it on your phone, or you can send it to your smart TV so you can watch on a bigger screen. I invite you to give it a try. Download the app, check out that first episode, and if you started watching, let me know in the comments. I would love to read about it. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you on my next video. God bless. Bye.